Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to the Burnout Prevention Network. I am Casey Pacheco Moran. I'm the host of the Burnout Prevention Network. I have my co-host here with me, Nayem Karmuha. And, and we have a very exciting guest. She is Crystal Simpson. She is the owner of KTAL Services, and she also is my sister. welcome. So Crystal today, she's going to share with us all about how we cannot burn out by using technology, using productivity hacks, tools, free tools to help us as we are trying to be entrepreneurs, or whether we're busy moms, we're working the floor, we have so many things going on. Some of us have two jobs. How we can use these tools to really help us. So welcome, Crystal.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me today.
Welcome. We are so honored to have you here today. Yes. So I hear that you are an accountability coach.
Yes.
Crystal, please tell me, what does that mean, and how can that benefit nurses like myself?
Right. So within recent times, we have had a uprising of coaches. There are different types of coaches, time management and life coaches and all of that. And I decided to go into the field of accountability, where I am able to help persons remain committed to the goals that they would have set, be it personal or business goals. Whatever type of goals they have, I sit with them, we discuss it, and I make sure that they get it done. Yeah. And it has been so thrilling to work with many persons over the last year that I've been doing this. So yes. I like to talk. I love to speak. So yes, go ahead.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I personally can say it for myself. I need your services because all of these resources, I want them, but how do I put them to work? How do I stick to the task? So that is you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes. And one thing is, I also have become a self-care warrior, which is warrior as in fighter, and I'm very big on self-care as well. So in my accountability program with clients, I make sure that they prioritize self-care. All right. And I mean, I'll discuss more about it as we go through the discussion today, burnout and self-care. Yeah, we'll be discussing more on that.
Awesome.
Yes, Crystal, and you have so many tools, and some of the tools that you are going to talk about today, a lot of us know. What I like you talk about a lot on your Instagram page is how to maximize, because we use them, but we usually don't maximize the use of them.
Yeah.
So what are some tools? What are some hacks you have lined up for us today? Share some juicy stuff.
Well, these are the tools that I basically use in my business on a daily. And some of them are free, and some do have the paid versions that you can buy into if you realize that, hey, this is absolutely working for me. It's helping me cut back on time and be able to be productive. You can pay for the paid, or you can stick to the free versions. And the first one I have is Canva, right? And Canva is for designs, yeah, and it helps persons to create stunning visuals for your social media posts, for your presentations, and even for any other marketing materials that you may need. All right. And what I really like about Canva is that it's drag and drop, so you can use templates. Right? You don't have to be a professional graphic artist, and that was one thing that I loved. Right, that was one thing I loved about it. And you could create these stunning pieces of work that seems as though you paid a good bit of money for, and you did it for yourself, right? So if you do have the time and you would like to create your own designs, you can use Canva in your business, all right? And one thing too is that you don't have to always be recreating, a template. You could use one template and use that as your main for your business. So if it is, like, for example, for social media, for your Instagram, instead of creating, doing all these different designs, you just have one standard template. You change the information on it, and that's it for you, right? No need to recreate the wheel, reinvent the wheel, and you just do that, use that, and that's good. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I don't know what people did before all of these designing tools that we have today.
Yeah.
I can imagine it was a pain.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not saying no for the higher end design tools and graphic artists, but sometimes we may not have the cash flow, or we may just need to do a quick design for ourselves, and this is where Canva comes in. Yeah.
Beautiful. I think that's a good one, and I think that's what I have seen is in the community, even with businesses that I've worked with, they are still using like the old school flyers.
Yeah.
And the new ones, they're like, where did you get the new ones? And I'm like, it's for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
And something I wanted to say is, if you have a nonprofit, you can actually get Canva for free.
Yes.
If you're part of a nonprofit organization. Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah. Wow. And Canva is so versatile. Now, I just mentioned social media and used for presentations, but they have so much more features on them, that you could use for your entire business as well. So Canva is something, a good tool to look into.
Because Crystal, you if even just a document, you can put designs on a document and make it very professional.
And within recent times, you can even do like landing pages on Canva. So for your website. So if you don't have a website, you can create a landing page right on Canva, and you can have persons come today. Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Amazing. Love it. I would love to learn more, because I'm just a basic user, and knowing that there are more features that I'm not even tapping into, I feel cheated.
Yes. Yes, correct. You would feel that way.
Yeah.
So the other one you have, I think, is Asana, right?
Yes, it's Asana. Asana is for project management, and I use Asana if I have a team with me or not. So I use it mostly for like my task management and client management. So I would put my clients in. I would be able to manage my clients. I forget what they call it, and tables, right? And be able to know what I've done for my clients and what still needs to get done. If you have a team, it's great for collaboration as well. When I do events, I plug in all my teammates, and everybody knows what needs to be done, when, the deadlines, and they're able to get reminders, notifications using Asana. It's a really great choice for small teams, or even if we have straightforward projects to do. It's really good.
Nayampu, that would be good for us because we're in government contracted. So as
that's why I'm taking notes. I'm like,
we have a way, because we're in burnout prevention and we're contracted, and we have travel coming up, so we can kind of keep all of our projects organized. Asana, we're gonna have to check that one out.
Yes, and as I mentioned, the free versions are they're pretty reliable, and they offer you a lot. So sometimes you don't have to go into the paid unless you're doing more. So you could test it, try it, see if you like it, and then you move on to the upgrade if you want to.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that one, Crystal.
Yeah, you're welcome. And next we have MailerLite, which is for email marketing, right? Email marketing is very big, right? It is important for business owners to take note of who's coming to their business, who's buying, who's just being interested. And MailerLite helps business owners to create different types of campaigns, to have different automations. You can automate your email sequences. So, for example, if you have, let's just say you start a subscription with the burnout prevention, and you don't want to be trying to remember, oh, I need to send out emails to the group. You have your email sequences that's automated through MailerLite, and I mean, well, the free version is for limited in number as well. I would always mention the free. I don't want to um, not to have people pay, but there is a limited number of subscribers. But once you cross that threshold, by that time you should know how to use MailerLite effectively, and then be able to use upgrade again. And again, there's more when you upgrade, but the free version also helps you a lot in
Okay.
your business. Yeah. Right.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then you
hear
could.
like, and I'm thinking about a beer.
That's Miller Light.
Listen, forgive me. My mind goes into a spiel when I hear something that just has some synchrony there. I'm like,
Well, it is about networking, right? And having community. So bears could bring people together, same as Miller Light.
hey, oh, sister, you are brilliant. I love you. I love your train of thought, man. It's awesome. But
I
absolutely, I'm
I
gonna.
like I like this one, Nayampu, because as we start with our products and our supplements,
Mhm.
when we want to share education, maybe we could plan that out so we
Yeah.
could post it all at once. So
Yeah.
we can
Mm-hmm.
post it to our community in an email form, and then we
Mm-hmm.
can also post it the same article in a LinkedIn because you can copy
Mm-hmm.
and paste, right,
Yeah.
Crystal?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Wow.
Yes.
May I
Yeah.
like- Okay, we'll
Yeah.
have to look into that one. I haven't looked into that one.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know the limits of it, Crystal? Do you know how many
I believe it's up to 500 for the
Oh,
subscriber limit. I believe.
oh,
Yeah, for the
that's
free.
good.
Yeah.
okay.
Don't quote me on that. We could do research, but yeah, I didn't remember to check it right before. Sorry about that
Yeah.
to the
It's okay
viewers.
when they
But
pay for advertising. you'll, you'll have the
Right,
specific.
right. You're doing a fantastic job on their behalf.
Yes, you are.
Wow.
yes.
So the next one, toggle track. I have not heard about this one at all.
Mhm.
Okay.
So Crystal,
So
enlighten us.
okay. So when I started out as a virtual assistant, I needed to manage my time, right? And if this was helping me to, or this helped me, my bad again, this helped me to manage my time and also show my clients as well, the amount of time that I spend to doing good for them.
Okay.
So it helps you to monitor your work hours. If you are a business owner and you know that you want to spend a particular amount of time, so let's say you decide to um, just have like a time block. You do time blocking and you have like 4 hours. You could set that limit, and Toggle would also help you to do that. It helps you to track your time and yeah, and how much time you spend on projects. So if it is you decide to, let's say for example, you didn't delegate a certain amount of time to do work, and you put on the toggle track because you just want to see how long a certain task is going to take you. You can put it on and it will time you. When you finish, you press stop and you see how long that it takes you to do that particular task. So maybe the next time you're able to now say, okay, I'll dedicate 3 hours instead of 2 hours to do that particular task. Yeah.
That's good. I don't know about you ladies, but sometimes being an entrepreneur, um, I find myself doing tasks that sometimes is not always income producing, and you
Mm-hmm.
spend so much time. And I think that would be a nice way of making sure that you balance the income producing tasks with like the
Correct.
other tasks like research and
Correct. Correct.
follow ups and
Correct. Yes.
yeah.
And that is exactly what you could use this for, because as you said, sometimes we spend all day doing work, doing research, and you're like, yes, it was a productive day, and then you realize, wait, I didn't even get any money today, you know? So it's like, how
Exactly.
do I now balance that? Or let's say, for example, you decide to hire someone to do research for you. Now, because you track your time, you would know, okay, well, I spend 10 hours a week doing research. So maybe I could charge, well, sorry, find someone that will spend 10 hours doing research for me, right?
Mhm.
And you could hire that person. And hiring somebody is also a good way to be productive and to beat burnout as well.
Expand on that a little bit.
So hiring someone like a VE, a virtual assistant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So instead of you doing all the work, and that's something that we as entrepreneurs love to do, especially in the beginning of our business, you know, we can learn to delegate and outsource tasks,
Mhm.
right? And again, using Toggle Track. You know, if you know that, let's say research takes 10 hours, I
Mhm.
don't want to do research anymore in my business. I can look for a VA who can do research for me. Or my admin tasks take 5 hours a week. I can hire a VA for 5 hours. And I know that they can get that done because that's how long. Now VAs, remember that that's something that they're accustomed to do. So maybe 5 hours might be, more than enough for them to do what you were doing before. But
Yeah.
it gives you an idea as to how much time you can now use to outsource somebody.
Yeah.
Now, Crystal, I just have to be transparent because I did use your VA team at one
Right.
time. It was excellent. But
Mm-hmm.
just like in the States, a VA would run you about 15 to $20 an hour. How
Mm-hmm.
much is it like if we're outsourcing and we're going to a different country? What's the price? Give us the Trini price?
Well, it all depends too on the type of vase as well, right? Because again, with every industry and every job, there are persons who might be experts in what they do, and experts charge expert prices,
Yeah.
right? So experts sometimes may run up as much as what you would pay a VA in the States, but
Mhm.
VAs in Trinidad tend to be between some persons are $7, as low as $7 to about 15. But as I said, we could even go up higher as well, right?
Okay.
There's some who could go higher, but yeah,
Okay.
Okay, okay. That's good to know because
yeah,
sometimes you're starting off, and I think it's really good to have a team mindset when you're
yes,
starting to build your business,
yes, yes.
because we want to do it all, especially nurses. We can do
Yeah.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
We
and we
we
want to.
love to take it all on, and
Yeah,
we
Yes,
want to do it the best. I do it the best, and
yes.
that has proven to be our pitfall.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
That actually tends to be the downfall for a lot of business owners trying to do everything on their own. At the end of the day, you have a creative mind. You are the one who is pioneering your business, your job, your idea,
Yeah.
so you need help, right? You need help, even though you might feel that you don't, and there are tools that you could use, yes, but you still need help from someone
Yeah.
else, even if it's just one other person. So it's good to find someone that you can delegate or outsource with to, and they could be able to help you. And that would help your business grow even faster as well, especially someone who knows what they're doing, and could take that burden off of you. And you don't have to worry about that. You are now just the brain, and the person is doing the work. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you,
Yeah.
Crystal. And then
Lovely.
this is your favorite one.
Yes, Google Drive. Like every almost everyone has a Gmail account.
Mhm.
Everybody has a Gmail account, but they don't know that the flex or functionality of the Google Workspace, right, which includes Google Drive,
Mhm.
right, and Google Drive for file management and even collaboration of documents is so helpful, right? I remember before we used to do a Word file, a Word document, download it, save it, then upload it in an email and send it to the person, and the person would correct it and send it back to you. And it was a lot of back and forth. And then you have um, file X1, 2, 3, because there's so many different versions, right?
I still do that, Crystal.
Krista, you're speaking right here to me as well. Woo! Wake up call.
Oh my gosh. But the Google Drive, right,
Mhm.
and Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, whichever one, right, it allows you to be able to collaborate. So let's just say Casey, Nyempo, and I, we all have a document that is shared amongst the three of us that, all three of us, we need to collaborate on it.
Mhm.
And one of us could create it and then give access to the others to see, to view, to edit, or to just comment on it, right? And then live collaboration could work. We could all be sitting down in our own spaces. I'm in Trinidad, you're in Florida,
Yeah.
Orlando, wherever, and we could collaborate on that one document in real time, right? And changes are made, and then there's no back and forth, right?
Oh,
It's just done right there. No 5, 10 documents saved on your on your hard drive, and you're all set and ready to go. And same thing with the spreadsheets and slides, everything. There's that collaboration,
mhm.
yeah, that you can use. So
Love it.
Some,
I love Google Drive. I love using
something I
Google.
like about Google is that you can take it across all your devices.
Oh yes, definitely. That's what I also love about it as well. As long as you um, sign up into your drive, you can use it wherever you are, wherever in the world you are, on any device. Um, as long as you have access to your email account, you have
Mhm.
access to your drive.
Because back in the day, we had to use like the USB drive and
Yes,
carry
correct. Correct.
Yeah.
carry around.
And just a disclaimer for those who might say, oh, it might not be safe. If you would like to, for security reasons, because, people get hacked and stuff, it's important to protect yourself. So be sure to, if you want to change your passwords often. If you know that you probably are a security risk, change
Mhm.
your passwords often. Right? Every 3 months, you put up a schedule that you change your passwords, um, so that you're sure that your information is protected, remains safe and secure in your drive, especially if you have sensitive information.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good tips. Thank you,
Yes.
Crystal.
Yes, you're welcome.
I know Krista has more than what she can provide today. So, girl, that is awesome.
Yes. As I said, these are some things that I use on a daily, within my own business. These are tools that I use because there are different visions to, the different tools. But for me, these are what work. These were very functional for me. I was able to grasp them and use them very easily. There are some persons who may prefer to use Trello instead of Asana or Monday or something else, that those they all work, and there are quite a number of different
Mhm.
um, tools that you could use, definitely. But you look to use what works for you, right? And that's what's also important, especially as a business owner. You're busy, so you don't want to choose a tool that may take you a long time to learn. So if you realize that, hey, I'm starting with Asana and I really don't understand it, but I've used something else before and it worked for me, stay with that. Stay with that and let it work, because you don't want to be wasting time trying to fight to learn something that's, you may never learn. So use tools that are not just effective for business, but for you as well as a business owner.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Good tips, Crystal. And something that I really like is that as nurses, we come out of the scene, the hospital or the clinic, and we say we're going to start our own business because we were so burnt out. But then
Hmm.
in starting a business, then we burning ourselves out
Correct.
Yeah.
while we starting a business.
Correct.
So
Correct.
Self-assault. We are
isn't that
assaulting
Correct.
ourselves. Yeah.
Correct. Oh, and just to add to that too, sometimes too, persons may think that hiring a VA might be expensive, but there are some VAs who would also charge just like for a block of hours. So if
Mhm.
you could afford, your budget might be, let's just say $50. There may be a VA for you who would take $50 and work within that time period and do a lot more for you than you would, in your business. So, um, but 50 might be a little low, but I just say, right? But if you know you have a budget, right? And you could look for a VA for that budget as well,
Mhm.
right? Within my community, I have VAs that are like that. So if anyone's interested, just feel free to contact me.
Okay.
Awesome, awesome,
Yes.
Crystal. That is so excited. Well, and the Empo and I, we have exciting things because we are
Yes.
not just talking about burnout and strategies about burnout, but we actually live in it. We want to walk the talk, like we say in Trinidad, walk the talk,
Well,
Yes. Yes.
right?
yeah.
So we have exciting things coming up. Naimpo and I, we're actually gonna take a trip to Jamaica. We leave tomorrow.
Yay.
Woohoo! And hopefully we will make some really good connections so that we can invite our burnout prevention team and our business owners to take a break.
Mhm.
So many times we want others to invest in us, but we need to invest in ourselves as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for the modern woman, we have we have some people, they may say, oh, I would love to travel, but I have kids. How do I do that?
Mhm.
Oh, I don't have a big budget. How do I do that? Or I how do I even get the time off? I need a large amounts of time. So on our next podcast, Niampu and I are going to come streaming from Jamaica. We might be on the beach if we can get Wi-Fi to reach that far. But we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about practical ways in which you can take a break. It might not even mean leaving the country, but sometimes it might be. So we'll talk about practical strategies we could take so that we can um, take care of ourselves while we take care of others. Nyampu, you have anything else to add?
Oh, girl, I am just looking forward to Jamaica. And actually, you mentioned, we live what we preach, and that also goes into how we have Crystal here today and showing us the very things that will even make our lives easier and make
Mhm.
workflow to go without sweating it. So I'm looking forward to this transition is just fabulous.
Yeah.
you know
Yay.
Yes. Yeah, Nyampu, as you say that, that's my ultimate vision. I really hope, like, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, when people will say, "How did you build an empire?" and you look like you didn't even sweat. You guys look like you got younger. You had so much fun. How did you
Exactly.
do it? And they can come back and see all these videos of all the people we collaborated with, all the people who
Mhm.
are out there who have businesses to help nurses so that we
Mhm.
can not burn out, but we have to learn to accept it and receive it. And this is us showing that we're starting that journey.
yeah.
Yeah. I really appreciate being here with you guys, with you ladies this morning. And just, as you said, Casey, you're living it. The thing is, a lot of persons, they say, hey, I'm going to wait until it's happening. But
Mm,
if you wait, it may never happen. So you have to
mm,
start from now. Start from now. So
yeah.
even if it is to just incorporate a few self care practices in your daily routine, in your weekly routine, that helps you prevent burnout, right? Start from now. Don't wait until a future time because that future time just may never come.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
That's
start and live it and
Start and
be
live
it.
it.
Yeah, and to start and live it and to be it, I'm gonna put up
Yeah.
reckless faith.
That, that's it. That's the
Reckless
movement.
faith. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
Yeah.
movement.
That's the
This is our
Mhm.
movement.
brand. This is our
Mhm.
brand that we have,
Yes.
um, and this is what we believe in. So, thank you so much, Crystal.
Yes.
As we're reaching the end of our hour, this was a very enjoyable. I mean, I learned so much.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
learning something new every day. Today, Crystal, you hit me with five. So, thank you.
You are most welcome. You are most welcome. And just so that in your light, folks, don't come at me. It's 1,000 subscribers. All right. Yeah, 1,000. I was saying
Ooh,
500. It's 1,000. All right. On the
ooh,
free plan. All right.
ooh.
So
We gonna
Yeah.
definitely check
So
that one out.
definitely.
Hey, I know
Well,
1,000 people. Never know.
never know. Never
Correct.
know.
Soon.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, thank you, Crystal, for joining Nayampu and
Thank
Thank
I.
you so
Thank you for
much.
being part of our burnout prevention network.
Yes.
Hopefully, if you are able to join our retreat in Trinidad, speaking it into existence in
Yeah.
December, if you are able to come to Trinidad with us, you will meet Crystal. She will have her class.
Yes.
So you could talk to her, get to know her one on one, and
Mhm.
learn how to prevent burnout.
Yeah.
So thank you so much
Yes.
for joining, ladies. This was a
Thank
pleasure,
you.
and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. And thanks to everyone. Bye.
Bye.